My dear brothers and sisters, have you ever made a dua in anger or frustration? Sometimes, without realizing it, we ask for things that could harm us. In Surah Al-Isra, also known as Surah Bani Israel, verses 11 to 14 of Quran, Allah gives us a deep and eye-opening lessons about human nature, our choices, and the reality of accountability. Lesson in verse 11. Be careful what you wish for. In the Holy Quran, Allah says in Surah Bani Israel, verse 11, man prays for harm as easily as he prays for good because he is impatient. Sometimes, in moments of anger or despair, we make duas that could bring us harm. But Allah, in His mercy, doesn't grant every request. He gives us what's truly best for us. Lesson in verse 12. Signs of Allah in day and night. In Quran, Allah reminds us in verse 12 of Surah Al-Isra, I made the night and the day as two signs. I made the night dark and the day bright so that you may seek the bounty of your Lord, discover the number of years, and keep track of time. The perfect balance of night and day is a sign of Allah's mercy, guiding our lives and helping us manage our time on earth. Allah commands us to strive for sustenance and wealth in the daytime while resting in the nighttime. Lesson in verse 13. Every action is recorded. Allah declares in Surah Isra verse 13, every person's deeds are tied to them, and on the day of judgment they will see their record open before them. Nothing we do is forgotten. Our every word and action is written, waiting to be revealed. In simple words, every action, big or small, is recorded by God. On the day of judgment, Qiyamah, we will see the reality of our own choices. Lesson in Surah Bani Israel verse 14, you are your own witness. In Surah Bani Israel verse 14, Allah warns that on the day of judgment, He will ask every person, read your record. Today you are sufficient as a witness against yourself. There will be no excuses, no denying. Our own deeds will speak for us on the day of judgment. Everything we thought was hidden will be laid bare. On that day, there will be no need for anyone else to testify against us. Our own actions will prove what kind of life we lived. The Surah Al-Isra, also called Surah Bani Israel, is a wake-up call for all of us. This surah of Quran reminds us to be mindful of what we say, what we ask for, and how we live. Every word, every action, and even every prayer is being recorded. What if every bad prayer we made was answered exactly as we asked? What if every small deed was recorded forever? The time to correct our path is now, before the pages of our book are sealed. Will we be ready to face our record on the day of judgment?